What was your most surprising therapy experience? After my husband died, I completely fell apart. We'd only been married 3 years when a drunk driver hit his car head on. Just like that, he was gone. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't function. My boss gave me 2 months off, but by week 6, I hadn't showered in days. I was still sleeping on the couch, surrounded by his old t-shirts. Eventually, my sister dragged me to her therapist, Dr. Winters. Beige walls, diplomas on the wall, those little sand gardens with the tiny rake. She had that soft, calm voice therapists always seem to have. I made it through 3 sessions before I ghosted. It just didn't feel real. I didn't want a worksheet. I wanted my husband back. About 6 months later, I was still lost. One night at 2 a.m., I ended up in a 24-hour diner, staring at a plate of cold pancakes. There was just one other person there, an older man reading a paperback. I knocked over my water glass, and he helped me clean it up. Then he looked at me and asked, "Rough night?" I don't know why, but I just told him everything. About the accident, the funeral, how I still couldn't throw away his toothbrush. He didn't interrupt, just listened. Then he scribbled something on a napkin and slid it over. "I'm retired now, but I used to help people. Come by tomorrow if you want to talk more." I almost threw it away. But the next night, I was standing at his door. His name was Frank. He answered in jeans and a coffee-stained sweater. His apartment was cluttered with books and old photos, no therapy couch, no framed degrees, just a regular living room. "I'm not licensed anymore," he said, "but I'm still a good listener, and I don't charge." So I kept going back, twice a week, sometimes more. We didn't have sessions. We walked through the park. He taught me how to change my oil once. No 5-step programs, no stages of grief, just conversations. Grief isn't something you get over, he told me once while we were fishing. It's something you learn to carry differently. Slowly, I started to feel human again. I joined a pickup soccer game. I finally packed up my husband's clothes. I even laughed at a dumb rom-com one night, then felt awful for it. "Sarah would be pissed if she knew you weren't laughing," Frank said. "The dead don't want our misery as tribute." One night, I came by and found him flipping through old photo albums. He looked distant, so I asked if he was okay. "Anniversary," he said, pointing to a photo of a smiling young woman. "My daughter would have been 43 today." I was stunned. His daughter had died? "Cancer," he said softly. "She was 23, just graduated college." "You became a therapist after that?" I asked. Frank laughed. "No, I'd already been one for years. But after Maggie died, I couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't sit in that office listening to people complain about their commute or their coworkers." He paused. "I almost ended things. What changed was time. And a homeless man named Joe who used to sit in the park feeding squirrels. He'd lost everything, but still found joy in something small." Frank looked right at me. I realized I could die with Maggie, or live while carrying her with me. And that's what he did. Not as a formal therapist, but as someone who understood. On the anniversary of my husband's death, I thought I'd completely unravel. But instead, I went to the beach he loved, told him about my year, about Frank, and how I was learning to carry the weight, not be crushed by it. When I told Frank, he just smiled and said, "That's how you know you're healing."